Well, hello, it's Lynn Bardowski, $1 Million Party Girl, broadcasting with some direct sales tips here. Hello! Thanks for tuning in. I am, hey 31 Hag, not sure. Bay Area Jams. Woo! Jam sisters are in the house. If you guys are tuning in to one of my scopes for the very first time, I'm checking my lighting here. I've got my dining room light shining on me. Just type number 1 in the chat if we can see if it's your first time tuning in. Hey, Christina's Candles, thanks for tuning in. So my name is Lynn Bardowski, number 1. Thanks for being on the first scope. This is you know what? This is my 20th scope. Woohoo! Hey, newbie, thanks for joining in. So I'm Lynn Bardowski. I am the CEO and founder of $1 Million Party Girl. I just realized to put this off. Hold on. There we go. Let's get my scopitude going. And I'm a 25-year direct selling veteran. Started in 1990 and built a multi-million-dollar direct sales business with Party Light. So still have a Party Light business, still getting my glow on with a lot of candle power. Saw you in purpose. Oh, great. Sacramento. Yeah, I keynoted the Be Confident conference with Jamberry in Sacramento. I'm also a Jersey girl and wanted to share with you guys the biggest mistake direct sellers make. And you can give me a lot of heart love because I know you guys don't do this, but you probably know people that do. And it's kind of what gives direct sales a bad rap. So I'm scoping about this because over the last 2 weeks, and by the way, tell us where you're from in the chat. I know there's some Sacramento Jam girls here. But let us know where you're from so we can do a little networking in the chat while I'm scoping. So the last 2 weeks, I have had a few direct sellers reach out to me and totally doing it the wrong way. And so I really want to teach you guys how to be effective when you're making those new connections or reaching out to share your business. Ooh, we got a lot of Arkansas, California, Boston, Baltimore. So anybody outside of the U.S., let us know. And here's the biggest mistake they made. They started the connection by asking me to help them. Literally, one was a text and one was on Facebook. Acquaintances I don't really know that well. And they started the conversation by saying, hey, I need your help. Red flag, red flag. So I have a VIP group where we do monthly training webinars. And one of the webinars we did was tapping into your hidden gold mine. And the biggest gold mine we have, right, is with the people we know, with our contact list. And the secret to building and growing your business is how to make those connections. And the way not to, we shared, was what we call a red light connection, and that's basically what I was getting. Red light, where they start the conversation by saying, hey, can you help me? And I don't know if somebody's teaching them to do that, but it's definitely not the way to make a connection and introduce somebody to your direct sales or any type of business, actually. It should really be about the other person and how you can help them. So focus on what your product, what your secret sauce is, how your product can help others. That's what it's all about in direct sales. Not about people helping you, but about how you can help other people. That's why people will buy from you. And we buy from people we know, like, and trust. So starting a conversation by saying, hey, I need your help. Can you buy from me? Really adds no value to me. I want to know what you can do for me. So let's shift the conversation, right? So what could they have done differently? So the conversation kind of went, I need your help. I just started this business. It's a $1 billion business. Again, doesn't really do anything for me. Didn't even say what the name of the business was. So a way to start a conversation with somebody is by saying, hey, how you doing? Ask them about themselves. And you can kind of cheat on this thanks to Facebook. Hey, T. Trico, you made it. I know you've been back to school, so I'm doing an evening scope here. So, yeah, you know what? Check them out on Facebook. If it's an acquaintance that you don't know that well, hey, manners, right? So connecting with your customer, whether it's texting or Facebook, which is how we connect so many times, I think we forget about how you really build relationship, because you can do it online. It's the same way as offline when you're meeting in person. You wouldn't go up to someone you just met socially at a dinner party or wherever and say, hey, I need your help. I started $1 billion business and I want you to take a look at it, right? We would never do that in the real world. And for some reason, we feel like it's okay to do that on social media or through texting. So please don't do that. It's the biggest mistake direct sellers are making. It should not be about you. In fact, the person asked me to help them twice in this text message saying, can you help me out? I started this $1 billion business, never said what it was. And then could you give me some referrals? What? I don't even know if I like your product or what your company is. So no, I will not be giving you referrals, especially if that's the way you're reaching out to people. So please don't make that mistake. So here's how you can do it right. If you have an awesome product, and hopefully you do, and that's why you love your business, right? Give us some heart love for that. And you have somebody you want to introduce your product to, be real, just like you would be in real life. And the first thing to find out is by asking them if they would even use or like your product. So, you know, I'm a 25-year direct sales veteran, love Jamberry. Right? I have a 25-year multi-million-dollar party life business. So when I meet somebody and I want to, you know, kind of find out if they might even be interested remotely, the first thing I say is, hey, do you love candles? And if they say no, then I'm not going to like pursue it. Then I'll say, if I notice they have awesome manicure, I'll refer them to my Jamberry sisters, right? So your product is not going to be for everybody, and you'll have more success when you connect with your ideal client. That's what it's really all about, focusing on the problems you solve, how your product can help people, and making that connection with your ideal client. And not everybody is going to want or need your product, right? Let's face it. Sometimes, yay, right? Sometimes they're friends and family that don't want or need anything we have to sell. And so yeah, first find out if somebody would even be interested. And so if they are, say, you know what, I would really love for you to try it. Let me give you a free sample and see if this is something that you might want to check into. And I'm going to give you a great example of somebody that did it right. So in the mail this week, so this has all happened in the last 2 weeks, which is kind of what inspired me to scope about it. I had 2 really red light networking, love it. Yep. 2 kind of red light, you know, you got red, green, and yellow. Yellow is kind of like, you know, maybe not too fuzzy. Green is you're doing it all right. It's awesome. You're not always talking about your business. You're focusing on how you can help other people. And especially when you're networking and you meet somebody, instead of asking them to book a party or buy your product or come to your next opportunity event and check out what you have to offer, say, hey, let's meet for coffee and see how we can help each other. Or if you're doing this virtually, set up a Google Hangout, right? I've done this. I've actually had Google Hangouts with people as far away as Australia and said, hey, let's, you know, I think we have a similar audience. Let's see how we can help each other. And that's how you start to build great relationships that add value and aren't all about you helping yourself, okay? That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So the second message I got, the Facebook message, kind of a similar, hey, Gypso, thanks for joining. Kind of a similar context of, hey, just started this business, need your help. I really want you to look at it and check it out. And I'm not mentioning names. And I already was familiar with the business, and I said, oh, I already know somebody. I have a, you know, local consultant that I already know sells and already have a connection. And her answer was, bummer. Bummer. I was like, what? So what would have been the correct answer? Something like, oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you connected with somebody. That's great. I hope you love the product, and I hope it, you know, I hope you have a great experience. Definitely not bummer. So here's somebody that did it right. And so a whole other company I've been checking out their products because I wanted to use it. And so somebody actually sent me a sample in the mail. Somebody I just had a great connection with, met networking, kind of taking it, to the next level to see if I might be interested in being a customer. Sent me a sample with this note. And you probably can't see it with this lighting, but I'll tell you what, a handwritten note, right? When's the last time you got a handwritten note in the mail? This is awesome. And it says, "Hi, lady. Enjoy your lip gloss. You're my favorite." Thank you. So she's making me feel super special, right? That's what it's all about. Little hearts, her name, her phone number. That's it. That's how you grow your business. Just building those connections. And you can do this offline as much as you do it online. And for some reason, virtually, we kind of forget our social manners. So please don't make that mistake. You shouldn't start a conversation with, "I need your help." Or, "Can you refer me to people?" Because I know you know a lot of people. It should always be about, "My product can help you in this way. Would you like to take a look at it?" And if you can, send a personal note with a sample. That's even better. All right, guys. So that's kind of my little scope for tonight. Don't make that mistake. Don't make it all about yourself. And if you like that message, feel free to share. You can swipe to the left, swipe up if you're on Android. And tell us in the chat. We'll close out with a little networking. So tell us what company you're from. Thanks for the heart party. It's Friday night. I should really have some music, which I usually do on a Friday night, but my laptop's in the other room. So we got T. Trinko, frequent scope attender, Barbara B. Squared. Hey, thanks for inviting your followers. I caught your scope this week, by the way. Thanks for sharing that. Tag team's in the house. We got 31 is in the house. A nice little heart party going on. Where's my chocolate heart? Gipso, Jamberry Nails. We got a lot of my jam sisters. I totally need to work on my Jamacure. Goats are done. Join. Thanks, guys. So we'll end it up. A lot of Jamberry sisters. Love my jams. So thanks. We'll close it out with a heart party. I know where to go to find my jams. Happy to catch you live. The tag team. Thanks, guys. So yeah, don't make that mistake. If you guys are just tuning in now, we talked about, don't start a conversation with, "Can you help me out and take a look at my business?" That's bad. Always start a conversation. First of all, just like you would socially, naked nails. I know. That is so me right now. Even worse, chipped, naked, the whole thing. Start a conversation with, "Hey, how are you? What's going on in your life?" Just like you would socially anywhere you are connecting with people. No, I know. I'm so sorry, T. Trinko. All right, we got a lot of purple heart party going on. I don't see any chocolate. I guess nobody got the chocolate covered tonight. I'm sad. We got green, purple. I don't see any blue either. It's kind of $1 Million Party Girl colors, which is kind of cool. All right, guys, thanks. Feel free to reach out if you have questions. You can read my blog at milliondollarpartygirl.com. Spell it all out, easy to follow. And we'll catch you guys on my next scope. All right, thanks. Have a great night. Thanks. I'm glad you could join, T. Trinko. I'll try to do more night scopes. Don't say the C word. Have you heard of Genesis Pure? I have not, but I'll Google it. Me too, Berry Jams. Thanks. All right, we had a lot of California in the house tonight, too. All right, guys. Thanks. See you on my next scope.